Good evening, everybody. Today is January 9, 2019. Today, our lecture is Panyati Pedo about the various kind of concept, part 2. So, before studying the lecture, we pay respect to the Buddha, saying Namo Tassa in 3 times, please. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Thank you very much for your watching. On Monday, we studying about the various kind of the concept. The English translation a concept, but Pali is more better. Panyati Bedo. So before learning the Panyati Bedo, we know just concept is concept. No, we don't know in detail. After studying the lecture, we understand there are two kind of Panyati. Nama Panyati and Atha Panyati. So Nama Panyati is related with the various kind of the languages in the world. So all languages based on the sound, because we hear and we respond to the other after hearing. That's why various kind of languages appear in the world. This is a nature. So Nama Panyati is a nature, Panyati. We need that kind of Panyati because we need to communicate each other. We need to explain something with the Nama Panyati. Without Nama Panyati, how can we explain? How can we study about the something? Very, very difficult. It's not possible to learn, to study, to communicate. So without Nama Panyati, our world is meaningless. So Nama Panyati is also important. Even though Panyati concept is not reality, but we need. And then after that, then hearing the Nama Panyati, after hearing Nama Panyati, we know the meaning of that song. So the kind of Panyati, another Panyati we know, we understand is Atha Panyati. So two kind of Panyati is working in our daily life. Yeah, Nama Panyati and Atha Panyati. Yeah. And also the Nama Panyati, Atha Panyati is many kind. Nama Panyati is only 6 kind. 6 kind. Vijamana Panyati, Avijamana Panyati. We already learned this one. Vijamana Panyati is very important for studying the Abhidhamma and for practicing meditation. Very important. Avijamana Panyati is we need in our daily life to communicate each other. Not only Avijamana Panyati, but also combination of these two. Vijamanena, Avijamana Panyati, Avijamanena, Vijamana Panyati, Vijamanena, Vijamana Panyati, and Avijamanena, Avijamana Panyati. So these two combination in there are variation. We already learned this 6 kind of Nama Panyati. This kind of Namavinyati we use in our daily life. Sometimes many kind. Sometimes one kind, sometimes many kind. So Monday we also learn about the how we understand when we hear something, how our mind working with these two kind of panyati. Nama panyati, Atha panyati. Nama panyati, when we hear something, Nama panyati can fast to us. And after that, working with the three kind of process, four kind of process in our ear do and in our mind do. After that, we understand the meaning of the sound, that is Atha panyati. So when we hear Nama panyati can fast, after that Atha panyati. Yeah. But it's different when we talking. When we talking opposite, Atha panyati first, we thinking in our mind. After that, we trying to communicate. We trying to mention that kind of Atha panyati to the other with the Nama panyati. So opposite, huh? Very interesting. Today, I would like to explain that kind of things. And then last lecture, we talking about only one syllable of the word. One syllable, but when we use in our daily life, sometimes we use not one syllable. It's a two syllable, three syllable. That means, for example, Buddha. Buddha, in Pali was Buddha is a Buddha, two syllables, isn't it? And in English, woman, two syllables, isn't it? So when we're talking about this one, two syllable or three or four, sometimes many syllables, huh? So at that time, more we need more and more process of mind. No, not very simple. So today we will learn this one. Okay. So at the two kind of panyati we already learned this in the last lecture. So when we had the sound man, so have create upon calling a being man, we understand after hearing. So when they have a designator with the man for the being, which call man, then later on the people understand the Atha panyati when they hear the Nama panyati first. Yeah. So the panyati or these concepts, two kind of concepts, are always fashioned by the worldly convention. Loka Sanketa Nimitta in Pali. The last verses, Loka Sanketa Nimitta. Yeah. According to the worldly convention. Yeah. We have many conventions. United Nations Convention, Business Convention, or many conventions. In this country, every state, the city, there's a convention center. Okay. So since they are fashioned by the worldly convention, and since they are just concept, they are not ultimate reality. They are not reality. Concept is just we made the convention. Convention means we made the agreement to say something, to call something. Yeah. Because we want to mention something without that kind of agreement, how we understand each other? No, it's not possible. to understand. So the concept is important, but they are not ultimate reality. They are not paramattha. They are only panyati. Okay? So we cannot say the panyati belong to the past or present or future. What do you think? Panyati belong to the past, or panyati belong to the present time, or panyati belong to the future time? What do you think? They are not. They are out of the time. They are free from the time. Like the Nibbana. Nibbana also, we can say Nibbana is already in the past or in the present or in the future. We didn't say. Nibbana always is. Just we say like this. Nibbana is not, Nibbana already passed, or Nibbana just arising. Or we can't say like this, because Nibbana is always exists. Always. Nibbana has no arising and no disappearing. So Nibbana also free from the time, out of time. That meaning is that we can say Nibbana and Panyati. Panyati also we can say in the past, present, and future. Some was, I already told you last lecture. Some was, for example, right now we use the you use the virtual reality, augmented reality. Right now we use in the the information technology science way. These was not after when we are very young. At that time, that word no use. Never ever hear the word. If we hear the word, we don't know what is it, isn't it? So the various kind of panyatis like this. That's why various kind of panyati we can say they are in the past, they are in the present, they are in the future. If we use and we understand, they have all the time. But if we forgot something, that can disappear, automatically disappear. That's why the Pali language. At the Buddha time, the Pali language, many people understand. Nowadays, little people. Because Pali is that language. Nobody use, because not easy to use in their daily life. And also it's the same the Latin language also. Latin language, the English is based on the Latin language, very old language. So Latin language also disappeared. So language is a panyati, isn't it? So that kind of panyati disappeared because of the person. They are not easy to use. That one they don't use, automatically disappear. That's why panyati is free from the time, out of the time. We can say panyati is a past, present, and future. So we need to understand that thing. Okay, so I would like to continue to discuss about the our last week and buses. So the last buses explain. The last buzzer explain the Sota And the last verse is what is it? Satta vinyana vitiya is an. Vajigo sanusarena. Vajigo sanusarena. Satta vinyana vitiya. Viti is a process. Yeah. So the last verses explain how we hear and how we understand. That with the kind of two kind of panyati. Nama panyati and Atha panyati. That is very simple in the verse, but they are more complicated thought process, isn't it? Because of what we have told you up to now is for one syllable. One syllable what? One syllable what? Last week, the Monday, last lecture, I explained about when we hear the word man. So man is only one syllable, isn't it? So one syllable word. When we hear one syllable word, it is very simple. But when we hear two syllables, like a woman, like the word pure mind, two syllables. So let's say woman, two syllables. So first we hear the sound wu, and then after another word, man, woman. But when we hear the sound, we think the sounds we hear simultaneously, and we understand instantly, but actually no. Oh, my, so busy. One word hearing and then process, and another word hearing, process, and these two are combination process also. After that, we learn, we understand. Very busy. More longer syllabus. What? More busy or mind to understand. So anyway, you hear the syllable man in the present and in the past instead of you had a full two for two, and then you combine these two, have a wu and man, woman as a collection process of mind we need. Combination process of mind we need. Wu and man, woman to combine. So we need to understand this one also. So that's why I would like to explain today that is another thought process we need. Only after that do you come to understand the meaning of the word. So if there is one more syllable, you have to add two more thought process. So what about the word with the 5 syllable? So can you say the 5 syllable words in your language or Pali? Many in Pali. Vijacharana sampano, 8 syllables. Arahan. Arahan is a 3 syllables. Samma sambuddho, 5 syllables. So when we hear the word, and the words are many different syllables in every day in our daily life, isn't it? So we think we understand the meaning of words right away, simultaneously when we hear. We easily understand, and hear and understand everything. So now I explain many words with the many words. So you understand in 2 hour teaching, a lot of words, isn't it? So you have go through these many thought process. Your mind very busy. Some maybe sometimes you don't catch up my voice. Sometimes my sound is not right. Maybe you confuse. Your mind is not working properly. Thought process not working properly, isn't it? The other time you confuse. So yeah, before understanding, we the meaning of love before understanding, we have our mind very busy. Many process we need. Yeah, not easy. Not easy to hear something and to understand something. Not easy. Yeah. Okay. So that's why I would like to explain today this the nature that need kind of nature in our mind. How many process working like this. Okay, so I would like to explain the was the two what pure mind. When we hear pure mind, so first we hear pure first, isn't it? Pure mind. When I talk to you, pure mind. So you understand pure mind is very clean mind, free from the mental defilement from the mind. You understand like this, but to understand like this, thought process, man, thought process. So here, when we hear the pure first, the pure, the words come to us like this. So in the ear do and in mind do, same process. In the five things do, the light containing past light containing consciousness arises and disappear. After that, vibration and light containing consciousness arises and then disappear. After that, rest, light containing consciousness appear and then disappear. After that, Fido, abiding, consciousness, Pancha-dvāra vachana, rises and disappears. After that, ear, consciousness rises and then disappear. Receiving, consciousness arises to receive the words pure. And then disappear. And then investigating consciousness arises. And then disappear. Otavana, determining consciousness arises and disappear. After that, seven kind of the dynamic consciousness, one after another. After that, registering, two kind of registering consciousness arises and then disappear. And after that, Bhuanga Chitta, light containing consciousness connect, rises. And then we go to the next different role, mind role. Because the sound pure, the sound already disappeared after 17 thought moment, isn't it? 1 to 17. So sound is a materialized lifespan is a 17 thought moment. So after 17 thought moment, the pure, the was gone. But perception, sanya, keep that sound in the memory. So that's why another kind of the recalling thought process arises like this in our mind. So at that time, the sound pure is not present sound. Present sound already gone. At that time, imaginary sound in our mind arises, isn't it? Like this. This is a pure again in our mind, only mind, not ear, just only mind. This is imaginary because of our possession, sanya, keep the information. So that's why in mind, vibrational light content consciousness, arrest light content consciousness, and then after that, arrest content light content consciousness disappear, the Mano-dvāra vajana, mind abiding consciousness appear, and then this one also disappear. After the 7 dynamic consciousness appear, jhana chitta. So working like this, that's what we call recalling process. Trying to remember that imaginary sound pure. So 7 times, one after another, disappear dynamic consciousness. After that, one got like registering consciousness, 2 kind of registering consciousness. And after that, one got chitta, like connecting consciousness connects. After that, another different mind, in mind also, but different thought process arises. But, at the time, you need to understand that the pure mind, so another words come to you. So mind catch up another word at the time. Mind. Pure is a just imaginary state, and then another word come to your ear. So that's why that was appear in your ear again. Because of pure mind, 2 words, 2 syllables. So, like this saying, appear in your ear. So past like connecting consciousness, vibrational like connecting consciousness, arrest like connecting consciousness, and then Paidu abiding consciousness, and then ear consciousness, and then receiving consciousness, and then investigating consciousness, and then determining consciousness, and then 7 kind of the dynamic consciousness continuously, one after another. And then after that, registering consciousness, and after that, light connecting consciousness, Punga Chitta. So after that process, the sound, mind, the voice already gone. That's another, in mind, another kind of the thought process, imaginary. Imaginary is this time is a mind. Recalling process again, like this. Recalling in our mind, the voice mind is just only in the mind, imaginary. So mind process like connecting consciousness, and then Mano-dvāra vajana, mind abiding consciousness. After that, 7 kind of dynamic consciousness, jhana chitta, and after the registering consciousness, and after that, bhanga chitta, like connecting consciousness. So after 4 thought process, isn't it? First thought process is a pure, the voice pure in the ear, and then imaginary pure was imaginary thought process in mind, and then mind was mind in the ear, and then mind, imaginary. So 4 thought process already. But at that time we didn't know, we didn't understand That was. Only one by one we get it. Pure and mind. So after that, what kind of process we need is like this here. Combination towards pure and mind to combine like this. So like this is only mind. In mind, pure and mind towards combine. This is also imaginary, isn't it? Because the voice already gone. So pure mind towards imaginary in your mind will combine. So that's why we call combination process. Combination to a process of the mind by taking the imaginary part sound. So in the mind, like connecting consciousness, and by rest like connecting consciousness. After that, mind over body consciousness and the dynamic consciousness, and then registering consciousness, and then like containing consciousness after that. But just we combine. Right now, just we combine two words, pure mind. Isn't it? No, we don't understand what the meaning of the pure mind. So we need another process, naming process. We need like this. Naming process also in your mind. Mind said so that the name or the pure mind concept. The name meaning is a nama punyati right now. After combination process, nama punyati right now. So naming process meaning is at the time with this process of mind, we hear the nama punyati completely. Okay, so that process of mind is saying because mind is a vibrational like connecting consciousness, a rest like connecting consciousness, and then after that the Mano-dvāra vajana, mind over body consciousness, and then seven kind of the dynamic consciousness, jhana chitta. After that, two registering consciousness, and after that, bhavanga chitta, like connecting consciousness. So by this process, we know the nama panyati pure mind. But we didn't understand the meaning, isn't it? Just name. Just name. Nama means name, isn't it? So nama means a name, pure mind name. But what's the meaning of pure and what's meaning of the mind? We don't know yet. We need another thought process to understand the Atha Panyati. Oh, so Atha Panyati. Yeah, meaning process of mind. Like this. So at that time, that kind of concepts appear in our mind with this process of mind, Atha Panyati. Get it right now by the process of mind in a mind like this. So same process, arise like connecting consciousness, vibrational like connecting consciousness, arise like connecting consciousness, and then mind over body consciousness, and then dynamic consciousness, jhana chitta, registering consciousness, to anam Wangachitta. Yeah. So to understand Atthapanyati and Namapanyati with 2 syllable words, we need more process. How many process? 7 process. Isn't it? 7 process. Two syllable words, one word plus 2, another word plus 2, and then combination, and then name, and then meaning. Process. 7 thought process, but mind is so fast. Huh? That's why when we hear, we understand. Yeah. Namapanyati and Atthapanyati. If our mind is so slow, maybe we didn't understand quickly. Okay. So that's the nature of our mind, to understand the various kind of words. So more syllables, more our mind busy to understand that kind of panyati. To understand panyati is not easy. To understand reality, paramatha, more difficult. more difficult. Because we need the power of mind, we need power concentration, we need power mindfulness, we need power wisdom, isn't it? Okay, so that's why I would like to explain today this kind of process. Okay, so Abhidhamma teach us, which seem to be very simple experience, we think, but actually they are very complicated. Before learning Abhidhamma, we think, our life is so simple, my body is so simple. But after learning Abhidhamma and after practicing Vipassana, wow, life is so complicated. Body also, material also very complicated. Mind and manifest very complicated, because they are always depend on the many conditions. Many conditions. Without these conditions, our life is nothing. Our lives, because of the many conditions supporting, we are stay survive. So actually it's very complicated. So to understand these, we have to study Abhidhamma. That's why. As somebody, they think, Abhidhamma very difficult, many words, Pali words, and many things to memorize, too difficult, they say. But very useful, very beneficial. If you after you study Abhidhamma, your understanding and your view is totally different. Before studying the Abhidhamma and after studying Abhidhamma. Yeah. That's why we need. So our Buddha discovered all of these by himself, without having the other teacher. The Buddha no teacher. With his omniscience wisdom. Omniscience wisdom meaning is that Sabbinyuttanyana. That's why we say the Buddha has a Sabbinyuttanyana, omniscience. Sabbinyutta, Sabba Nyutta. Sabba all. Nyutta means that understand or know. Yeah. So we cannot think of how great it is. Like an ocean, we cannot measure. the water in the ocean, we cannot measure how many gallons in the ocean. Like this, we cannot measure or we cannot think how much great the Buddha's wisdom. Because the Venerable Nagasena in the Milenapanya, in the Khuddaka Nikaya, the Milenapanya, Pali, the Nagasena, Venerable Nagasena he's a Arahant. The Milena is the king, the Alexander Milena. It's from the Middle East. He came to the India, and then he has a lot. He make a lot of various kind of questions. So many monks ran away because of they cannot answer to his question. But the Nagasena, when the king met the Nagasena answered the right answer. So the Nagasena, that Arahant, Nagasena said the Buddha did very difficult job in identifying different mental stages, mental feathers. Chitasika. Chitasika arise together with the mind and then take the object, same object, together with the mind. The Buddha explained this is mind, this is a mental feather, this is a chitta, this is a chitasika. They are walking together like this. Very difficult. Very difficult. They give the example is from the various kind of river, snow mist river, and then the other different river going into the ocean. So the water into the ocean, you cannot identify which water is from the snow mist river, which water is from the other river. Very difficult. Like this. The Buddha explained mind and 52 kind of manifestors walking together like this. That's why mind different like this. Explains that explanation. Very amazing. Very difficult, isn't it? Yeah. So he said it's more difficult than identifying the different river water into the ocean. He said like this. The Arahant mentioned like this. So it is a master intellect or the Buddha discover all these implications. Yeah. Without explanation, without the teaching of Buddha, we cannot understand. Yeah. So without understanding, maybe we have the wrong view. Yeah, we think, oh, this is right, this is correct, like this. Yeah. Anyway, we are very lucky to learn the teaching of Buddha, the Abhidhamma, and we can practice meditation. So we are so lucky. Okay, so the following this we can also explain something. First, there's this how we understand when we see something. This is a little bit more easy than the hearing. Hearing more complicated. But you can apply in a similar technique. When we see the person, maybe our mind focus on the face or on the hand or on the leg or various kind of body parts, and then we combine together to see the whole body image like this, like a song, very too many syllable song. You can imagine, yeah. Yeah. So the first there is a seeing thought process, then there is a taking the past object, and then there's atapanyati. We understand atapanyati or the present. Yeah. So then there's a namapanyati. We also, because after atapanyati we understand. We understand the name of that kind of thing. So seeing, when we see something and when we hear something different, without studying the Abhidhamma, how we understand? No, we think before studying Abhidhamma, we think seeing and hearing no different, but different. Actually different. Two kind of panyati understanding different. When we see atapanyati first, namapanyati later. When we hear, namapanyati first, atapanyati later. Amazing. No, not saying. So the sequence is a little different sequence. For hearing, the sequence is a present sound, past sound, and namapanyati, name concept, and atapanyati, thing concept. So namapanyati first. When we hear, namapanyati first, and atapanyati later. When we see something, atapanyati first, namapanyati later. But you know, when you see there's a present visible object, and then present visible object with the idle thought process, and then past visible object is with the mindful thought process, and then thing concept. Thing concept meaning is a feature, atapanyati, and then after that we know the name. Oh, that is a name. That's why we sometimes for a long time the friends we never met for a long time. So at the time when you met together, your mind very busy to recollect the name of him or her name or his name, isn't it? At the time you think little bit, you take the time. Because at that person, long time no see. So namapanyati later. First atapanyati or the picture, or I already see that person. Because long time no see. You think, oh, I already see that person, but you didn't remember the name of him, his name or her name. So when you see something, atapanyati first. After that, namapanyati later. All process gone, all process finished. Oh, you are Jin. Oh, you are Panobasa. Like this. We can say the name at the time. But when you hear, opposite. When you hear, the process is the thought process is same, but understanding concept is first we hear sound, namapanyati first. After that, atapanyati later. When we hear. When we see something, no, not like this. When we see something, atapanyati first, namapanyati later. Finally, namapanyati. Interesting. Before learning the Abhidhamma, we can understand that one. So very, very, beneficial. Yeah. So that's very, very reasonable. But the process of mind, working our mind very busy with the process to understand these two kinds of punyati step by step. Yeah, that's very reasonable. Because long time no see my friend, sometimes I can't remember his name. But just I know I already seen that person. I know very well, but I cannot call him because I forgot his name. Just few minutes, maybe thinking minutes a process, more process I need in my mind. Oh, that's kind of thinking thought process money after that. Oh, in your name. Oh, what is this understanding is that is a nama. Understand? So when you see something, two panyati, which one first? When you see atha panyati first, nama panyati later. When you hear something, nama panyati first, atha panyati later. Okay. Okay. So we continue. Huh? If I don't know the name, that the name concept of process will not arise. Maybe I'm totally forgot something. Even though when I see them, I didn't recollect the name. At the time, I cannot see the name concept. Nama, it's my happen. It's my happen. At that time, no process to understand the name concept. Try, but cannot. So name concept thought process when arise at a time. Just stop the atapanyati. Yeah. So sometimes you see something and you don't know the name of it. Maybe that things you never see that one before. So you have no sanya and then you have no information keep by the sanya in your stream of mind. So at the time also that kind of thing you see, oh, you don't know the name. Just you see, isn't it? Just you see that material, the thing, but you cannot see all the thing is that kind of name. You can see it because you have no information before about that thing, isn't it? Sometimes you see something and then you don't know the name of it. So at that time, name concept of process is not right. Cannot right. Yeah. So in that case, thought process with the name concept is not right. So the same true for the smelling and then for tasting and for touching also. You can apply similarly. The smell, when you get the smell, first the thing is atapanyati and then namapanyati later. Same. Yeah. Now sometimes this kind of smell is not before, never ever. So that kind of smell, you get it, but you cannot put a name. Isn't it? Just you get smell. So it's a very, very complicated experience in our life. No, very simple. No, very simple. Huh? Yeah, so we know the little. Here, this is a very foundation of the Abhidhamma. The Manya Abhidhamma is very, very foundation of the Abhidhamma. The Buddha explained more detail, many. Here, explanation is just little. Just little. If you dig more deep, more complicated. That's why when you learn that when you go to the university, just bachelor is very easy. But you know, another level, you research, for example, for the PhD degree or something like this, if you want to get it, only one subject, not many subjects. The research more deep understanding, investigating, like this. The Buddha teaching also this way, very, very fundamental, primary. But if you want to learn more detail, more deep, amazing. That very, very amazing. After learning the Abhidhamma step by step, you appreciate the wisdom of the Buddha automatically. Yeah, automatically. More you understand, more you appreciate, and more you admire the Buddha. Yeah. So here we know with the help of the knowledge of the Abhidhamma right now. Okay. So I would like to explain another one, a little more discussion. We already discussed about the various kind of the hearing is for listener. For listener, that's process for listener. But sometimes we are not listener. Sometimes we talk about to the other something. Talk about to the other. At the time, what happened? What process happened in our mind? Interesting.
Most difficult to, yeah.
Yeah, atta first. We thinking in the mind, not ear do, not I do, and not five things too. First, when we are talking, we are talker. We want to try to explain or we want to mention something, thinking first in your mind, isn't it? So the talker is totally different from the listener. The talker first to talk something, first in his mind is atta panyati first, thinking I want to say this one. That's why I'm mentioning. I showed that kind of presentation. For example, if you want to describe a person to your friend, if you want to describe about the person, that person, to describe to your friends, first your mind thinking, the atapanyati. So atapanyati working in the mind, so mind is a vibrational light connecting consciousness. After that saying, process is a mind is mostly saying, and that generally process is saying. So the arrest light connecting consciousness, mind budding consciousness, and then Javana Chitta, dynamic consciousness 7 times, and then two registering consciousness. After that, Vanga Chitta, light connecting consciousness. Isn't it? So just this process is working with the Atta Panyati. Okay, after that, what happened? Like this. So in an Osumaido, the name, that person name, arise in the mind, working with that kind of process. Mind is a vibrational like continuing consciousness, arrest like continuing consciousness, same. But the the object is different. First Athapunyati, right now, Namapunyati. Like this. So arrest like continuing consciousness, after that mind or body consciousness, and then the dynamic consciousness 7 times, and then the registering consciousness, and then Bhungachita, like continuing consciousness. Thing. But the object is totally different. First process, object is Attapanyati, the feature of the person who want to describe. Second, mind or thought process, just name of that person. Nama Panyati. Isn't it? So after that, we need kind of the process is like this. Sound. We made the sound right now. Man, that person name. Or just mention the name of the object or something like that. People, or the computer, or the mouse, or the microphone, or recorder, many. Yeah, this one is a talking process of mine. Make a sound here. This one here. Make a sound. So right now I explain various kind of the process, the concept, various kind of concepts, and working with the various kind of the thought process. So I make various kind of the sound, many 2 hours, during 2 hours, many sound. Many sound, my mind very busy. Very busy. You also listening also very busy. But the process is different, object is different, isn't it? not same. Interesting. Not same.
The most difficult thing is when hearing, seeing, smelling, when we get talking.
Yeah.
When I'm talking, most difficult to the watching.
Yeah.
It's because very fast.
Fast. Yeah. That's
many
many process.
All the time.
Yeah. All the time.
Talking. So sometimes mistake.
Yeah. That's why. Yeah. That's sometimes we make a mistake, misunderstanding. Even though we talk and explain, try to explain, but
my mind
we get the
different.
Yeah.
So it's working very fast.
That's right.
It's very hard to sati.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Sati is very important. That's why the Buddha always the Buddha mentioned. You need the mental power, sati, samadhi, virya, saddha, panya, 5 kind of mental power we need. Yeah. That's why I'm always trying to the person please come and practice meditation, because of the many things they forgot when they come to the temple after they left. They leave many things. Yeah, many things. So all that I feel, that person need. That person has no power of mindfulness, no power of concentration. That's why their mind go many things. So just one object, just few seconds, straight to the and then change to the different. So that's why they forgot. Mind just what matter. So they forgot something many times. So I mentioned, oh, you have you have no power, mindfulness, and concentration. Please come to and practice meditation here. You need to recharge your mind to get the power. You just also only plug your phone to charge. I already mentioned. I already told them, yeah. But very few person come to here. Yeah, because they don't know. They don't know the value of the power of mind. Yeah. It's very, very important. Very, very important. If you want to upgrade your life, upgrade your spiritually, mentally, improving. Yeah. So that's why I'm here trying to explain this one. To talk to somebody, to explain something, process like this. The process Atapanyati first, and then Namapanyati. After that, you talk. You make a wise sound. That's why the Buddha said sound has two causes. Sound arise because of two causes. Sometimes because of chitta, mind. I explain for 2 hours because of my mind. I want to explain. Mind make a various kind of sound. Okay, so right now you understand the listener and the talker different process, different panyati working, different process, different panyati working. Okay. So finish today. So we learning about the panyati is finished today. So, do you have a question about that? Okay, so we'll stop here. So Monday we will go to the next chapter, chapter 9. Chapter 9 explain about the Kammatthana. Kammatthana is a Kammatthana is we explain about the samatha and vipassana. So the nimitta, samatha nimitta, vipassana nimitta, how many bhavana is a meditation. Yeah, how many bhavana is working with the various kind of objects. And if you train your mind with the bhavana meditation, so what kind of benefit you get, how your wisdom upgrade, increase the power of wisdom. We explain many things in the chapter 9. Chapter 9 is very, very beneficial because our main aim is to practice vipassana. So to practice vipassana, if we understand chapter 9, it's very, very beneficial to practice vipassana. Yeah. So that's why the Monday we will go to the chapter 9. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for your watching. So before stop the lecture, we wish our Buddha teachings stay longer and longer in the universe. So the more stay longer the teaching of Buddha, the more we get the benefit from it. That's why Buddha Sasanam Chirandita to say in the 3 times, please. Buddha Sasanam Chirandita to Buddha Sasanam Chirandita to Buddha Sasana Chirandita tu Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu. Thank you. Have a good day. Good night. Bye bye.